Hello and welcome back to Train Sim World, the Great Western Express, Great Western Railway, whatever it's called. Today we're going to be not driving this locomotive, even though this is my favourite. Not with this particular engine though, the MTU engine, not my favourite. This is what we're going to be driving, the BR Class 166. I think I've done one short run in this before, but in this one, I'm probably going to do this in two parts. It's down the line, the scenario is called Down the Line, and we're going to be picking up one of the services and we're going to be driving them out.
Harlington. There are 3 trains available for you to take control of. Each one provides an increasingly longer journey. Which will you choose?
So there we go, an increasingly longer journey, so which one will we choose? So we're going to see. That's a lot of smoke coming out of that. That's a lot of smoke coming out of that. Welcome to London Paddington, home of Paddington Bear, complete with marmalade. That is a lot of smoke coming out of that engine. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Unfortunately, the smoke doesn't remain in the air. But anyway, we're going to take a little bit of a wander around Paddington. Look, Cafe Nero. Anyone want a coffee? So it's very, you know, the one thing, I think I did this before. I took a look around Paddington. The one thing about this is it's very realistic, apart from everyone's frozen out there. But it's very realistic in how it looks. It does actually look like this. Right. So our 3 trains of choice here are one of these 3. Now, let's have a look. Let's take this one. 30-minute service to Slough, departing at 9:46. Let's take that one if we can. So it's 9:42. We've got 4 minutes. Which platform was that on again? Platform 8. Right. Unfortunately, one of the trains is actually leaving. Unless that was the train I was supposed to take. Hang on. Platform 14. Oh no, that is the next train that I'm supposed to take. Okay, so it's one of that train, or that train. I'm going to take this one on platform 8. Again, I'm going to double check that. 30-minute service departing at that time. Right, let's get in this train, make sure things are okay. So over here, we're going to switch on our tail lights. Brilliant. And make sure that they are actually on. They are on. Absolutely fine. Does that... It has a destination board. I wonder how we set up the destination board here. Don't quite know. I'm not too sure. Alright, going to close that. As a matter of fact, we can walk straight through the train, can't we? We're going to do that. We're going to walk through the train, make sure everything's okay on each carriage. So we'll close that. Great Western Railway, staff access only. Please keep this area clear of luggage and obstructions. Please move away from this area when requested by a member of staff. Unfortunately, there's no one on the train for me to tell off. It's very bright, this train, compared to the other one. I think this is Unreal's logarithmic exposure changes doing what they need to do. Right, they can open from here. I didn't actually know that. You don't have to actually press the buttons. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Alarm, penalty for proper use. Pull handle, speak with driver. Can't do that. Right, we'll walk through here. Apparently I just walked straight through that one. I want to close these. There we go. Oh, they both close together. Okay. We'll continue along the train. These poor fellows outside are probably thinking, what on earth is going on? Alright, I think they'll close themselves. And there we go. And we're up to the front of the train going to Slough. So here we go. Sit in the driver's seats for more instructions. Sure. I know what to do here though.
This train is a semi-stopping service to Slough. Get things set up ready for departure. We'll be heading out shortly.
Her voice is so odd. Right, set the master key to unlocked, reverser in forward. Master key unlock, reverser is into forward. Great, I also want to actually set up the AWS and get that running. Which is where? There we go. I want to make sure that runs. That train's out on its way. And there's a class 43 picking up over here. Headlights set to day. Let's go day headlights. There we go. Done. We're going to make sure the windscreen demister... Actually, we don't need the windscreen demister on. Fault light, press... Yeah, let's open the doors. The door release is on this side. I hope I got the right doors there. Apparently I may have got the wrong doors open. Yep, wrong doors. Right. It's that door I want. It's that side door I want open. There we go. Alright, so they're on both sides. Fantastic. Let those doors open. Awesome. And in the meantime, we'll take a screenshot in some fashion. There goes another train. We're going to be leaving very shortly. Our train is ready to go. There we go. There's our screenshot, I think. Great Western Railway. You can see there's a Class 43 there. We'll get ourselves back in the cab. Let the passengers load. In the meantime, we will set up... let's have that on. There is our cab lights are on, right? It looks like our cab lights are on. I want to switch our cab lights off. We'll switch the fan on. I think it's a... I don't know what sort of day it is, so we're just going to switch the fan on there. We will... Train preheat, train lighting on. Brake dim on, train stop override, temporary isolation fault. No, none of that needs to... None of that can be pressed. That's fine. Check signal on. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. That must be our... Is that our DRA? No way. Close the doors. There we go. That might be. Let me try that. Let me actually try that. Guard buzzer is somewhere. Where's the buzzer? There it is. There we go. Objective complete. Alright, and we are good to go. Let's see if that actually works for us. Yep, that's actually working for us. Do that and we should stop moving. Fantastic. The starting speed limit out of here is 15 miles an hour. And we're going to... What's our stops? I need to work out what our stops are. Doesn't tell us. Semi-stopping. Get things set up for departure. You'll be heading out shortly. Doesn't actually tell us where our stops are. It's annoying. That's okay though. We'll deal with it. 15 miles an hour. Once we clear the platform, then we'll accelerate up to 45, which is the speed... 40, which is the speed out of here. I think we can actually do 20 here. Not entirely certain. There is a sign on this side. 25. 25 into the platform. So out of the platform should be similarly 25 miles per hour. We should be going up to 40 very soon though. As a matter of fact, I believe we should be able to hit the 40 mark from now. So I'm going to bring that up and take a... There we go. I love that one's quite nice. Unfortunately, again, it's very quiet. I'll bump this up in the post-production. I'll bump the sound up for this. But it is a little bit annoying. And we'll bring that down to notch 3, and that should get us up to 40 miles an hour very easily. Don't think we need any illumination on this, to be completely honest. So I'm going to switch that illumination off. Down to notch 2. I don't know where we're supposed to be stopping, so that doesn't help. Yeah, there's no task list. Should we open the windows? Can we open the windows? No. Apparently we can't open the windows. Okay, that's fine. Should have a 50 mile an hour limit coming up very shortly. In fact, there's the sign for it. Now for this, Given the length of the train, we should be able to accelerate 250 after not 1, not 2, but 3. Up to 50 we go. So what I'll do is I'll leave this HUD up just for you guys, 1, to be able to see, and 2, because I haven't got a clue where I'm supposed to be stopping. It says semi-stopping service, so I'm assuming I'm going to be stopping at Acton. We are crossing lines. It hasn't told me a new speed. Ealing Broadway, there we go. Ealing Broadway is where we're going to be stopping first. So we're not stopping at Acton Main Line, which is fine. So that's in 3.9 miles. So I could, in theory, get rid of the HUD. Should be going up to 65 in a few seconds. Oh, sorry, 80. Not 65. So the HST, hello. It's a little bit laggy today. See, it's a bit laggy. That's okay. Should take a view outside. Let's have a look outside. There we go. See, it's a very short train, as you can see. Ow, I did not... I mistimed that ever so slightly. That's the way you get in from the Old Oak Common. It's quite nice. Let's take a view from here. It needs work on... It does need work on some things. The sounds definitely need some work. Anyway, back inside we go. Shouldn't be too far to our first stop, which is Ealing Broadway. Probably crank it up into maximum power at the moment. We're only doing 56 miles an hour. 2.6 miles from Ealing Broadway. I haven't seen any speed changes or the AWS alarm hasn't gone off, so I don't see me needing to do anything until we have to stop. And the doors we will be opening will be on the left hand side, I think. In fact, no, I'm fairly sure it should be on the left hand side that I'm opening the doors. It's only out of Paddington it'll be on the right. I wonder why the parking brake light is on. I mean, I don't have a parking brake on. I think this check signal is my DRA. I do feel that is my DRA. 80 is our speed limit. And we'll bring that up again. 1.6 miles. It's just passing... I don't know what station that was. Acton Main Line? No. That was an Acton Main Line. So now I don't know about the stopping distances on this train. I think I drove it once. I did drive it once. But yeah, we parked a Class 66 in that over there. That's the Acton Depot. So I feel that at this speed, 75 miles an hour, 0.6 of a mile should be where I stop braking. In fact, I'm going to stop braking now into step 2 of braking. I think that's a good brake application right there. I'm going to ease up ever so slightly on that. To enter the station at 28 miles an hour. Alright, so it looks like I can brake a little bit later than what I initially thought. That's fine. That's fine. We can work that out. And we're aiming to stop. Now, we're a 3-car unit. So, as a 3-car unit, we need to be stopping at... Is there a sign that we can look at? Apparently not, so we're just going to stop right here. Perfect. Alright, we'll open those doors. And we're going to load up passengers. Which, incidentally, there aren't any passengers on this platform at this moment in time. Early morning, 9:55, most people will be going into London, not out of London. It's actually quite interesting that they've managed to realistically do that. So from the suburbs of London, over here in Ealing, so the west side of London, there aren't passengers wanting to go out towards Slough, but there are passengers, a whole load of passengers wanting to go in towards central London, probably for their day of work. Any train coming on this side? This, of course, is where we had to walk the track to work out what was going on with our Class 43 only a few episodes ago. So that's that. Let's set this up quite nicely. We'll see if I can set a camera up. It looks like a... That looks like a decent view. Yeah, it looks like a decent view for me. Alright, close the doors. We'll wait for them to close and show closed. There we go. Next stop, Southall.
Or destroyed or damaged by the security services.
That's the same person that talks to me. Oh, that echoed. That echoed very nicely. I'm going to do that again as soon as we get into this section. Why does this one echo and the other doesn't? The Class 43 one just doesn't sound... This actually sounds a lot better than the Class 43. Our starting speed limit here is going to be 70 miles an hour. And Southall's going to be 3.3 miles away. So I think the next station that we're passing is going to be West Ealing. Is it? Yeah, Ealing Broadway, then it's going to be West Ealing is the next station. And then after that, it's going to be... Is it? Yeah, I think it's then it's Southall, Southall, whatever you want to call it, after that, I think. Yeah, so it's Acton Main Line, Ealing Broadway, West Ealing, Southall. Then it's going to be what? West Drayton? I have to remember these. I do have to remember these. So this is West Ealing. And then Southall. Oh, Hayes and Harlington. There's Hayes and Harlington coming up. Yep. So there's that one to look at. And then after that, there's a few others. I think it's is it Twyford? No, Twyford's way up ahead. That's like the one before Reading, isn't it? We've got West Drayton. A couple others, and then Slough. Yeah. Something like that. So here's another station. I have no idea what this one is. I'm going to find out now. Let's learn the route now. Oh, this is Hanwell. This is an old station. That's Hanwell. Okay, great. So it's Acton Main Line, Ealing Broadway, West Ealing, Hanwell, and then Southall. And then we'll find out what it is after that. At 1.3 miles to go. Doing a nice 70 miles an hour. We're in maximum power as well, so yep. We haven't had any issues at the moment. 1 mile to go. 0.9 of a mile. 0.8 of a mile. 0.7. I saw that as an amber signal as well up ahead, or a yellow signal, yellow aspect signal. 0.6, and now I'm going to go into my brakes. Reduce to step 1 of braking, as we are slowing down actually very nicely for this. There's a station right ahead of us. 80 mile an hour speed limit now. It's a HST passing us. Cancel that. And now we'll stop the train right about here. Looks good to me. Open the doors.